everyone, welcome back to a new YouTube video. I hope you are all well. Today we kind of have a back to basics lessons with Lydia. I think sometimes at this time of year we can get stuck in a rut. The seasons are changing and sometimes things can feel a little bit overwhelming and we probably end up just going back to the same outfits time and time again. I know I'm guilty of it and there's nothing particularly wrong with that, but I think it's nice to kind of break out of that and utilize as much of our wardrobes as possible. And so I really wanted to do a video on how to elevate your style, how to add interest, and how to mix things up really. And a lot of these things you can do with pieces existing in your wardrobe. So I've got 5 tips for you today. Some of them you probably already heard before, but I think it's nice to do a little refresher on this. So let's get into the first tip. So the first tip is very much based around what to look for when you're making new purchases, because as I say, it can be very, very overwhelming out there, and I think it's really nice to have some kind of clarity on what to buy and what to look for and why. So my first tip is to look for interesting details in your items. So the outfits that I'm going to be showing you in this tip are sponsored by a brand called Mo & Co. And what I love about this job is that I get to work with brands regularly that I've worked with for a long time, but I also get to discover new brands, and I really get excited when I find something that really suits my style, but also that I feel is a little bit different and unusual and just breaks the mold from everything else we're seeing, and I really feel like they do that. So one of their kind of mottos and what they go for is embracing the notion of avant-garde style and art, which I think really comes through in the pieces, which is why I wanted to use them to demonstrate this first point. So the brand really fuses together that boy-girl, cool and fun style, which I think often summarizes my outfits in that I look for pieces that have maybe a feminine twist, but a little bit of masculinity in there. And I love that contrast brought together. I talk all the time about contrast dressing. So Mo & Co really embrace that in their brand. So for the first outfit, I'm wearing this amazing jacket. Now, you know I love a boxy jacket. That will come as no surprise. And so when I saw this, I really gravitated towards it because of this black collar detail against the cream. I just thought it was so unusual and so different. And this is what I'm talking about when my first tip is to look for interesting details when going out and buying pieces and shopping, because I think you'll find it really transforms your wardrobe and also transforms your basics too. So this just looks great with a plain jumper underneath, cream jumper, black jumper, a white t-shirt you could even do with it. But I just think this detail all around really makes a piece. It's made out of a soft merino wool blend. It's very, very soft to touch, and what I like about a boxy jacket like this is that you can fit as many layers or as little layers as you want to underneath. So you could wear this almost like a top. As I'm doing here, it's like my statement piece of my outfit. So it's one of those pieces that you can keep on inside as well because it's not too bulky. And also, bonus point, it's got this stand collar, which for me, I get a little bit chilly around the neck. I'm always wearing a high neck, so that's something else that really attracted me to this jacket. As I say, I just love that leather trim, but it still feels classic. It's kind of that really nice fusion, and what they do so well of bringing together something modern and almost artistic in with the classic as well, which is why I think I was really drawn to this. And then I paired them with these side slit detailed flare trousers. So if you're looking for basics and simple pieces, I would still say always look for small details. So this in particular is so great because it's got these gorgeous buttons down the side. So you can wear them as a fully kind of closed flared shaped trouser, or you can wear them open and have a split hem. So we've got a bit more versatility out of one piece there, and it's also made from elasticated fabric, so a really nice, comfortable stretch. It's got a side zip closure, so you don't see any buttons or anything like that, and they're really, really comfortable. What I love about these is you can kind of dress them down like I've done, pop them with a pair of trainers, or you can go all out in the evening with a pair of heels, sparkly top, diamante earrings, and the flexibility of these is great, but also the fact that they've got this unusual detail just makes them something more special than just a plain black trouser. It just really elevates them and lifts them. So moving on to the next pair of trousers from Mo & Co. These are the most stunning quality. I wish you could feel these because they are so beautifully made, and I love how they strike that balance between being structured but also really comfortable as well. So you'll be able to see on the cutaways they've got this really sleek front slit here. Again, just thinking about those extra details, and I feel like everything they do really has that attention to detail and something a little bit different within their designs. I think that's coming through from the pieces that I've chosen. But again, what I love here is that they're a simple grey trouser, but there's all these little details in them that make them feel special and elevated. I mean, look at these belt loops. These just make it feel really, really cool and unusual. And the same with this really cool front seam here. So I think it's really important when thinking about shopping and buying to look for those small bits, make your item and your style feel really elevated. Just before I show you the final top from Mo & Co, I do have a discount code for you. So you can use Lydia10, capital letters Lydia 10, for 10% off, and that is running to the 14th of February 2023. So you've got plenty of time to go and shop and have a browse of their website. So this is the final piece. It's this really cute knit top with the chain detail here. Now, I actually put a question box on Instagram about what you wanted to see for the upcoming festive season. And a lot of you said kind of minimal festive outfits. So people who maybe don't like the usual sequins and glitter, what could you wear to still feel party appropriate, but still feel like your style? And I think this would really tick the box for something like that. And maybe the way I've even styled it as well, with the wide leg trousers and a mule heel. So this is just cool because it's got the simple bolero jacket over the top with the knitted top underneath. So you could actually wear this separately as well. So the two-piece design is very versatile, and it's also super, super soft, like mega soft. So if, like me, you like to be comfortable no matter what the occasion, then this is definitely one for you. I could see it with some maybe wide leg black trousers if you wanted to jazz it up a bit more, and a statement earring you could go for, or even some straight leg jeans, some straight leg leather trousers. And I just think it's really cool, and again, a little bit different, and that's what kind of sets it apart from other pieces, and it sets a whole brand apart, is that they've got these elevated details on pieces that you can still wear over and over again. So don't forget your Lydia 10 Mo & Co discount code. Everything will be linked in the description box below as well. So let's move on to my tip number 2. So another way I think you can elevate your style is through tonal dressing. Obviously, nothing new on this channel. You know I love a bit of tonal dressing because it just looks so chic. It's very easy to do, but it's a hack to looking instantly stylish. So I've gone for this all grey look, and you can see here with what I've done, your tones don't have to be like matching. You don't have to go head to toe exactly the same shade, but you can kind of blend in the same colour palette. And I just think either way, whether you're wearing head to toe the same shade or you're blending in like I've done the dark greys and the light greys together, I think either way looks really chic. So I've got this knit on here from Rose Paris, and I've kept the wide leg trousers on from Mo & Co, and then brought in the lighter grey from the top into the bottom with some lighter grey shoes. I've gone for my Loewe sunglasses because they feel quite light with this grey outfit. They've also got some silver on, and I've gone for my silver bag too. So think about what you've got in your wardrobe that maybe you've not tried to pair together before. How can you bring those tones together and wear a head-to-toe tonal look? Even if you've only got all black tonal, I still think it works and looks great. But maybe try something out of your comfort zone, something head-to-toe beige or something head-to-toe cream, something head-to-toe colour. I just think it really works and helps to elevate your whole style. So tip number 3 is, if in doubt, add some structure. Now this for me is something I probably incorporate into every outfit, but if you're wearing quite a casual look and you're just feeling a bit meh, like it's a bit off, it's not quite working, it's not quite looking chic or smart, I think a really easy way to adjust that and kind of lift your whole outfit is by adding a structured piece. So here I've got, it's this outfit actually. this very basic outfit on, this roll neck from Arquette with some loose fitting denim from Zara, and it's a very simple look. My toe-10 boots to complete the look. But I think this can apply to any kind of casual look that you've got, or casual base layer. And then what I've done is put this blazer over the top. This is my Marcella London blazer, and it just brings some structure to the look. And it's all about that contrast between the casual base layer underneath with the formality of the blazer. So you could do this with a kind of more structured coat, something that's maybe got a bit of a shoulder in it, maybe something double-breasted that feels just a little bit structured. It's nice to kind of contrast against the more slouchy fabrics and the knitted casual fabric as well. And then I've added a belt. A belt can also bring some structure to your look because it cinches you in a little bit, and that creates the structure. So think about other things you may have in your wardrobe that could create structure. Maybe it's something like a box bag that feels quite structured, but any sort of element that feels a little bit smarter, I think is a really easy way to elevate your day-to-day looks. So tip number 4, and this is a really fun look that I enjoyed putting together actually. So this 4th tip is all about using textures in your outfit and combining textures. So here I'm wearing this amazing boucle jacket from Massimo Dutti. You'll have seen this before probably, with these satin feather hem trousers from Karen Millen, and then I've just put a simple shoe with it because there's quite a lot going on in the outfit. I've kept it tonal again, speaking of head to toe tonal, but I think if you are doing something quite out there, like with the feathers and the satin and the all creams, it's nice to do the head to toe tonal because it just helps it to feel a little bit more streamlined and pulled together and considered. So I've gone for this kind of tonal look. But the concept here is to mix and play around with your fabrics and textures into one look, because it just creates some interest, some points of difference. And I think it's particularly nice to do in the evening as well, with the feathers and the boucle and the buttons and the satin trousers. I just love all these textures playing in together. It gives it a looks feel, but you can also translate that to your day looks. You can use velvet in the day if you want to. You could use a tweed, a kind of herringbone fabric. You could use cashmere, silk in the day as well. So there's lots of different ways you can incorporate texture, and it doesn't necessarily have to be on your clothing either. You could do it with maybe a croc belt, or you could do it with your boots, or you could do it with a bag. So there's lots of different ways you can do it and play around with that. And I do urge you to go into your wardrobe, because I'm sure you have all of these textures or some of these textures lying around already. So maybe consider how you can combine those and create some new looks. And then tip number 5 is the idea of high-low dressing, in the sense that you can bring something very casual and pair it with something glamorous, and it creates a bit of a fresher, different look. We don't have to keep all head to toe one tone of the outfit. You can mix it around. So for example, I've got here this all knitted, very casual outfit on. This is something I would wear around the house, some H&M. These are a cashmere blend jogger, very, very comfortable in the grey. This Reese knit, some trainers, a beanie hat. This is a typical kind of winter casual day look for me. It does feel quite casual. I think if I was going out and about, I wouldn't feel so comfortable in this because I think I'd feel too dressed down. So what I've done is put on the faux fur coat from Mango on behind me over the top, and it really just brings the outfit to life and gives it an edge, gives it something different, and makes it feel a little bit more glam. So my suggestion is, think about, what do you have for evening that's maybe more of an evening piece? Is it a velvet blazer or a velvet pair of trousers? Is it a faux fur coat that you may only wear out at night? Is it a bold pair of earrings? And think about how you can put those with your more casual pieces. Think about softer fabrics, softer kind of tones, neutral, more daytime colour palettes, and how you can combine those together to create something different and to create a new look. For example, you might go for a pair of velvet trousers with an oversized cashmere knit and some trainers. So there's lots of ways you can do this exact step and not follow the exact way I've done it, but just to contrast these casual pieces against something more glamorous, maybe your party pieces that you feel you don't get enough wear out of. I think that's a really useful tip in elevating your looks, and hopefully you'll have taken at least one tip away today to try and implement into your own wardrobe. If you have, let me know the tip. Let me know if you're taking all 5 into your wardrobe or if there's anything in particular that stood out for you. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, hit subscribe if you are enjoying my content and my videos. Always let me know what you want to see coming up. I'm gonna have lots of party outfits coming for the festive season, so hope you are looking forward to that, and don't forget, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.